Oh, good morning. So it's a beautiful day. It's actually Palm Sunday today, and I'm going out to do a short little ride with a guy who's new and is considering, well, he's not new to cycling, but he's considering being new to triking. And so I'm gonna take him out and let him ride the road and maybe ride the sprint, depends on how it's set up. He's a little bit shorter than I am. So I'm gonna go out and do that, and also have to try and film a spot for the Virginia Capitol Trail, talking about trail etiquette and some of the things that people just need to kind of remember even when you're not on a quarantine or anything like that. So, all right, so we're out here this morning doing a ride with a new friend, Kory. The trike is not perfectly set up for Kory, but it's okay. He's just testing it out. We're gonna see what he likes and what he doesn't like. So we'll try him on the road first, and then we'll try him on the sprint. So, Kory, say hi to the YouTube world.
Hi, YouTube world.
All right, so there's Kory. He's set up on the road, and we're gonna just take a short trip. This is something that you really want to try and do if you are new to recumbents, new to triking. If you can find someone who will let you ride one, man, get on that thing and go ride for a few miles. Riding laps around the parking lot usually will not give you a good indication if you want to get on one of these things for a long period of time, because sometimes it's that second or third or fifth mile that you realize, you know what, this trike doesn't fit me quite right, or this trike fits me perfectly, and that's what you want to get. So make sure you take some time to look around. Those of you who out there who have trikes, get those people who want to ride your trikes, set it up for them. What's it gonna hurt? It's just a trike. You could die tomorrow anyway. All right, here we go. All right, Kory, so tell me what you think.
I love it. I think it was real nice going up the hill. I was able to get up without being a lot out of breath, considering I haven't been on a human-powered vehicle for quite some time. But it's definitely a blast. I can really see how people really enjoy triking.
It doesn't matter what your age is, these things are just fun. So, I don't know if you know, but my dream when I was a kid, I lived in Germany as a kid, and they have these things called Ket cars, which is basically a pedal-powered go-kart, four-wheel cart. I wanted one of those forever and never could have one. Now I have trikes.
Nice.
So now, this is the adult Ket car if you really want one. So there you go. So I told Kory I wasn't gonna film him while he was standing up his first time, but I'm wondering if I should, so we can all watch him fall over. I won't do that. I wouldn't do that to anyone. Well, even if I did, I would edit it out.
Hey, he's up.
Hey, look at that. So I didn't even have to edit, and he stood up. And unlike me, after my first recumbent ride, he can still walk. Amazing. The human body, it's an amazing piece of equipment. All right, so we're gonna change pedals here. I'm gonna put him on the sprint, and I'll get back on the road, and then we'll get back on the road. All right, here we go. All right, so we're finished with the ride. We only did, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles just to do some testing, but even in that 4 or 5 miles, Kory was able to tell a little bit the differences between, for instance, the Catrike, which in this case is a road, sits a little bit lower than the sprint. The sprint sits a little bit higher, but it's set up differently, and so getting in and out of the trike is different. Kory has had a previous accident, a cycling accident, where he broke his leg, and so that makes a difference. So he favors one leg over the other, things like that. So that made some differences, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, Jim. I think, you know, I have a hard time standing up on my left knee, and I found out that it's much easier getting out of the road than it was getting out of the sprint. The sprint had a great feel to it with the indirect steering and all that, but we came to the end of the trail, you know, to pack up and head home. I found out I had a little more difficult time getting out of the sprint. So, and I wouldn't have known that if I wouldn't have tested, you know, the trike out,
yeah,
you know, 4 or 5 miles that we did,
yeah,
which is a lot better than going around a parking lot a couple laps.
Yeah.
So definitely well worth the time to check out the trikes as well. So
also makes some differences, like we discussed previously. These trikes are not set up for Kory, for his X seam and things like that, but the sprint is set up, our leg lengths are a little bit closer on the sprint, so he was able to ride more comfortably on the sprint. The road, you just couldn't extend the boom far enough, and so I know that riding the road for him was probably not as comfortable as it could have been had we had time to set it up optimally and add more chain and things like that. It would have made a big difference. But from somebody who's just trying them out brand new, word to the wise, spend some miles on them before you spend the money on them. If you go to a trike or bike shop and they don't have a place to ride them, or they're not willing to let you ride for a little bit, maybe you're gonna have to spend some time looking around at a different place. In my opinion, a good reputable recumbent shop is gonna let you spend some time on the bike or the trike. Because I would rather, if I were in the business, I would rather somebody buy the right one from me and come back and buy accessories and do some of those other things, as opposed to getting on it, riding it around the parking lot, and then, like you see on Facebook so many times, brand new trikes with 100 miles on them, people selling them because they don't fit right.
Thank you for your time, Jim. I really appreciate it.
Not a
Glad
problem.
I made a new friend.
Yeah, definitely.
Make sure you watch the Flamin' Eyeball on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, whatever, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, and like I said, those of you out there who are riding trikes, bikes, velomobiles, whatever, let other people ride them. I mean, really, it's just stuff. So let them ride them, get a chance. You're gonna acquire more friends and more riding partners, if nothing else. All right, so until next time, cheers.